You think a pistol cannot put a slug clean through a target 100 yards out. Here is the deal. You have never held one of these 5. We are not talking about CO2 toys or backyard pest poppers. These are full-blown PCP powerhouses, built short, built brutal, and tuned to throw lead slugs with the kind of force that makes rifle guys do a double take. Stick around, because the gun sitting at number 1 is putting out energy numbers that flat out should not be possible in something you can hold in one hand. Kicking off at number 5 is the Huben GK1 V3+, chambered in 30 cal. Pick this one up and the first thing you notice is the weight. Barely over 2.6 pounds, but it feels like a precision instrument, not a toy. Squeeze the trigger and there is no hammer slap, no spring twang, just a quick hiss and a flat crack, gone before you even register it happened. Under the hood, this thing ditches the hammer system completely. Most PCP pistols rely on a spring-driven hammer to strike the valve open, but the GK1 uses a direct firing valve instead. That means the trigger pull itself releases the air, and a small portion of that escaping gas is rerouted to spin the titanium magazine to the next round automatically. No lock time, no mechanical delay between trigger brake and air release. Just instant response, shot after shot. Running off an 85cc cylinder, pressurized to 5,000 psi, the GK1 pushes 30 cal slugs out at up to 700 feet per second. That works out to about 70 joules, or right around 51 foot-pounds on the muzzle. Feed it from a 14-round magazine that locks into place and auto-rotates with every shot, and you have got one of the fastest cycling big-bore pistols on this list. Now here is the catch. Craftsmanship like this does not come cheap. Walnut stock, machined titanium internals, a direct fire valve system this refined. The damage to your wallet sits right around $1,500. That is a serious entry fee for a backyard pest gun, no doubt about it. But stick around, because the power climbing up this list is about to get a whole lot more violent. Wait until you see what is sitting at number 1. Moving up to number 4, we have got the Western Airguns Mordax Long Strike Venom, and this one flips the script entirely. Instead of chasing raw muzzle energy with a single fat slug, Mordax goes after volume of fire. Pull the trigger and hold it down, and this thing turns into a lead storm. Full auto, cycling through its magazine in seconds flat. Under the hood sits the Venom booster system, paired with a carbon fiber bottle running either 300 or 480 CCS at 300 bar, or about 4,351 PSI. That booster system is not just a fancy name. It is an internally tuned regulator setup that smooths out the air spike before it ever reaches the valve, letting the gun cycle full auto without each shot losing velocity to the next. Dialed all the way up in 30 cal, Mordax throws lead slugs out, generating 76 foot-pounds per shot, 6 rounds deep in a single burst. Now here is the issue. A platform built for full auto fire eats through its air supply twice as fast as anything semi-auto on this list. You are looking at significantly fewer total shots per fill compared to the slower, more deliberate pistols sitting below it. Feed it from a double-stack magazine holding 12 to 15 rounds, built around the Sidewinder platform, with a USA-made precision barrel, keeping things tight, even at full cyclic rate. Add the folding stock and modular aluminum chassis, and this thing converts from pistol to carbine in seconds, built for anyone who values suppression of fire over a single knockout punch. I know the traditional bolt-action guys are going to call this one a gimmick. Sound off below if you have ever run a full-auto PCP and tell me I am wrong. Sitting at number 3, we have got two faces of the same brand, the Airgun HPSS Max and its wild cousin, the Harpoon. Start with the HPSS Max, and the philosophy here is simple: maximum power, minimum footprint. Running a 300cc bottle at 4,500 psi, this bolt-action platform throws 196 grain slugs in 50 cal past 750 feet per second. That translates to 150 foot-pounds on target, with a folding stock that collapses the whole package down to 20 inches, small enough to disappear into a backpack. Switch over to 35 cal with the 13-inch barrel, and it lightens up to 120 foot-pounds, but the velocity climbs past 900 feet per second with a 79 grain slug, fast, flat, and still hitting plenty hard. Now here is where the Harpoon gets weird. Instead of one long air reservoir under the barrel, AEA scrapped that idea entirely and built around twin 11cc cartridges, each one crammed to 5,000 psi. Think of it like two tiny scuba tanks doing the job of one big bottle, except this regulator setup can fire them independently or trigger both at once. That dual fire mechanism is the real party trick here. Pull the trigger one way and you get a standard 50 cal slug at 150 foot-pounds out of the 11-inch barrel. Pull it the dual fire way and both cartridges dump simultaneously, sending two slugs, 50 cal each, down range in the same instant, hitting like a mini shotgun blast. But here is the truth. That party trick comes with a leash attached. The Harpoon will not run on a standard hand pump or a basic compressor. You need a dedicated 5,000 psi fill station or tank just to keep this thing fed, and that is a serious financial commitment most casual shooters are not ready for. Solid power, genuinely clever engineering, but this is not a grab-and-go backyard gun. Entering the elite tier now, and at number 2, Evanix proves that raw cubic inches are not the only way to build a monster. This is the Rex P, and where BinTac and AEA lean on bolt actions or sliding chambers, Evanix went a completely different direction. The loading lever is not some separate handle bolted onto the side. It is built directly into the trigger guard itself. One smooth push forward on that guard, and the breech pops open while the hammer cocks itself into the ready position, all in a single motion. Drop a 50 cal slug straight into that unchoked barrel, cut with a long one in 19 twist rate, and you have got a setup engineered purely for gyroscopic stability on heavy projectiles. Running at 250 bar, or about 3,626 psi, the Rex P's nonlinear valve system unleashes 199.1 foot-pounds, call it 200 even. Load it with a 350 grain slug from Hunter Supply, and you are pushing 462 feet per second, slow on paper, but carrying enough mass to punch straight through bone. Now here is the truth about running this much power through a compact frame. The standard Rex P sips air fast. That straight tube reservoir holds just 120 ccs, and you only get about 4 optimal shots before the velocity starts falling off a cliff. That is the price of squeezing big bore performance into something this small. Evanix's answer was the Rex P bottle version. Swap that skinny tube for a 480cc carbon fiber bottle, and suddenly shot count stops being a problem. Yes, weight climbs to right around 4.8 pounds, and the whole package stretches out to 26 inches, with that bottle doubling as a natural shoulder brace. But what you get back is a platform that can actually sustain its own power output. A real hunting and survival tool, not just a one-trick power demo. This is one of the most mechanically refined big-bore pistols on the planet. No contest. Claiming the throne at number 1 is the BinTac lineup, the T50 and the M50 Extreme. And honestly, nothing else on this list even comes close. Start with the T50, and the first thing that throws you off is the reservoir shape itself. Instead of a tube running parallel under the barrel like every other gun here, BinTac built a T-shaped air chamber that doubles as part of the shoulder stock. squeezing 550 cc of air into a rifle-length package, just 31.5 inches long. For 2026, BinTac dropped an ultra-high-pressure carbon fiber bottle option rated for 7,000 psi, regulated down to 4,500 before it ever hits the plenum. That regulator is the real engineering story here. Remember the Rex P from number 2, sipping just 4 optimal shots off its standard tube before velocity collapsed. The T50 laughs at that limitation, cycling 36 semi-auto shots off a 6-round magazine with almost 0 velocity drop, because that 7,000 psi bottle is not there to boost power. It is there as a deep reserve that keeps the regulator perfectly fed shot after shot. Push a 495 cal slug through that valve, and you are looking at 701 feet per second, 256 foot-pounds at the muzzle. That number alone beats Mordax from number 4 by more than 3 times over, despite Mordax running full auto. Now switch to the M50 Extreme, BinTac's true bullpup pistol, barrel chopped down to just 5 to 7 inches, breech pushed back deep into the stock to keep that acceleration path long, despite the compact frame. Running the same 4,500 psi architecture in 50 cal, the M50 still produces right around 200 foot-pounds at 620 feet per second, matching the Harpoon's dual-fire output from number 3, but doing it in a single conventional shot, with none of that 5,000 psi dedicated fill station headache. Aircraft-grade aluminum construction soaks up the brutal recoil impulse from that escaping air, and an 11mm dovetail rail up top means you are not stuck shooting irons either. This is not a backyard plinker wearing a tough guy costume. This is the genuine article, full stop. 5 pistols, 1 mission, cramming rifle-grade energy into something you can hold in one hand. From the Huben's hammerless precision at number 5, all the way up to the BinTac dominating the muzzle energy charts at number 1. This is where air pistol technology stands in 2026. Whichever one you end up running, respect the power you are holding. Watch your windage. I am out.